Welcome to the Riggin Farm YouTube channel. In this video, we'll show you how we used our new auger to help us transplant our heirloom tomato and pepper plants into the garden. First, we'll give you a quick update on our new honeybees. The queen and a few attendants are still hanging out in the cage. We had removed the cork and replaced it with a piece of marshmallow, and they've eaten through it to get in and out. For some reason, only a dozen or so bees have remained out of the thousands we had. We're not sure what happened, and we're hoping that the queen can eventually grow the hive to an adequate size. They made a little bit of comb in this area, but not nearly as much as we had expected when we looked inside the hive. Please comment below if you have any ideas what might have happened to the rest of our bees. The main reason for going to the farm this day was transplanting over 100 heirloom tomato and pepper plants into the garden bed. We needed to dig 6-inch wide holes to put the larger plants in the ground and tried doing it with a post hole digger. It took over half an hour to dig these 3 holes, so we put the project on pause and started building the raised foundation for our chicken coop. Subscribe if you haven't already to see how this progresses. We stopped by Harbor Freight afterward and picked up this auger with 6-inch bit for only $200. After filling the fuel tank with a 50-to-1 ratio of gasoline to 2-cycle oil, it was time to get started. This made the job so much easier. Ashley measured out the spacing for each hole 15 inches from the center, and I went behind her and made holes down the entire 48 feet of the garden bed. I eyeballed the depth of each hole, knowing we could easily add more dirt if necessary. There was occasional trouble when I hit sticks, but Ashley would get them out while I moved on to the next hole. I went back afterwards to finish those problem holes. Well, that didn't take too long. We ended up with 112 holes in this 4 feet wide bed, and it only took half an hour. We added a little lime, calcium, and magnesium sulfate to each of the holes before putting in the plants. These biodegradable bags made transplanting the tomatoes go very quickly. One of the added benefits of these bags is the elimination of transplant shock that normally occurs when you remove a small plant from a cell or pot, break up the root ball, and then put it into your garden. After placing the plant in the hole, the dirt that was pulled out by the auger was used to cover it. The mixture of soil and clay in our garden beds will keep the root system strong and healthy and retain moisture very well. We started several varieties of peppers and soil blocks in the indoor growing system at our house. The seeds grown this way versus using standard seedling cells are vastly larger and healthier. We'll be starting most of our plants this way exclusively going forward. This shishito pepper plant went into the ground pretty much the same way the tomatoes did. The only difference was that we made the holes a little more shallow because of the height difference. About an hour and a half after the first hole was dug, we had 112 new plants in our garden. It would mean so much to us if you could subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and comment below. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.